Okay, here we are. This is lesson 1 of time-lapse drawing of Bentley, Mulsanne, Mulliner. And I found this photograph that I'm using as the basis of it on the internet, and I think it's probably a Bentley publicity photo because it shows several shots of the same car with the same license number in various poses, and it looks like basically the same location though. So I'm guessing it was probably a company photo shoot, and it's really a great looking car. My wife suggested that I do something other than just the regular old sports cars or race cars, and she even actually suggested a Bentley. We have a friend who owns one, and he has told me about what his car, not exactly the same car, but basically a very similar car, how it is to drive, and just what a huge performance car it is. Weighing nearly 3 tons, this thing accelerates like a stock car, and it's just a great car, and it's roomy and very quiet inside and rock solid. Probably take everything but a nuclear weapon strike to and keep going without even a problem. So it's a very cool car altogether. I think it's a great one to draw too, because it has some great lines to it. The body panels are kind of flat on the outside, as you can see, but up near the front there's a lot of sculpting, and there is a little bit of sculpting in the back end too. But the multi-element lights and the kind of tricky air inlets above and below the bumper will make it look really good, and it has beautiful wheels on it too. So I think it's going to be just a really fun car to draw, and by the time we get done with it, I think our time with it will have been well spent. But it's what they say, a very solid performer, and it maybe looks a little bit more complicated than it is too, because all the little bitty bits I started to do, like you can see there on the wheels and on the air inlet, below the bumper and on the grill, there are some bars in there and holes and things like that. So there'll be enough to keep our interest. It's going to look really great, I think, when it's done, and it's going to be something a little different than the regular cars in my portfolio, so I'm going to be happy about that too. This is just a rough pencil sketch, so don't expect too much from it. What I do is I do the pencil sketch as close as I can, and then from there I refine it with the pen, and the pen is obviously the final thing on it, because once the pen's laid down, there's not much you can do about it. You can soften it a little bit with an ink eraser, but you can't really get rid of it, so you have to be committed. By the time you put the pen to paper, you better want it to be there, and I did in this case, so it's working out fine. But like I say, I think this is going to be a great car. I think once we get the lights and the grill and the wheels particularly all set up, it's going to start to look like a car right away. And when we do that, then it's easier to see where you're going. Makes it more satisfying, and you can see how the project is progressing, more so than on some of the cars where it takes a long time before you ever get near the end. And I think we can make this one look good almost right from the start. Maybe less than 2 or 3, it'll start to look like a car already. But there we go. Last touch I'm going to have time for here is the highlight that's black on the windshield. But it's looking good. I hope to see you tomorrow.